Welcome to the highlights of the fourth day's play in this third test between the Windies and Sri Lanka in the Cricket West Indies International Home Series 2018. The match was well set up coming into this fourth day by virtue of some excellent bowling on a helpful pitch here at Kensington Oval. Sri Lanka in pursuit of 144 for victory were 81 for 5. Kusal Mendis not out on 25 and Dilruwan Perera on 1. Jason Holder was the man at the forefront of the wicket, taking for the Windies 4 for 21 and the wicket to Kemar Roach, which meant the game was well set up with Sri Lanka needing 63 to win, or the Windies 5 wickets.
Good afternoon to everyone. As we get set for day 4, it's been an exciting test match between these two, the Windies and Sri Lanka. Well, it's everything to play for today. The Windies, they will be looking for 5 wickets. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, just 63 runs to salvage their first win in this test series. Kusal Mendis, he will be crucial, unbeaten on 25. He's been the leading run scorer for the Sri Lankans in this series. 285 runs so far. And alongside him, Dilruwan Perera, the all-rounder, faced with the responsibility to get these runs. Good afternoon, Jeffrey Dujon.
Afternoon, Darren, and hello to everyone, wherever you may be. Well, it's all come down to this. 63 to win. Sri Lanka 5 wickets for the West Indies. They made a good start last night. And I reckon that the order of the day will be more of the same. Jason Holder bowled extremely well, pitched the ball up, got some swing, kept it around that off stump, kept the batsmen guessing most of the time. Was well supported. So it's going to have to be more of the same today. They've got to be patient. And at the same time work on the patience of the Sri Lankan batsmen.
Yeah, good area yet again. 4 for 21 yesterday with the ball. Jason Holder just moving away, and he will look for the 5th wicket, because if he gets there, it'll make him the 3rd Windies captain after Dennis Atkinson and Gary Sobers to score 50 and take 5 wickets in the same test. That's a 50 and a 5 wicket haul. If Jason Holder is to achieve this, there's a very good chance of doing so.
Well, these are good conditions for him. He's getting something off the track. He's getting the ball to swing through the air. It's just a matter of being consistent, not being afraid to bowl a fuller length. Let the pitch and the ball do the work.
Yesterday he was able to swing the ball, find that good length consistently. Troubled nearly everyone he bowled against. Just had a couple short deliveries which were dispatched by Kusal Mendis for boundaries. But apart from that, he's been excellent with the ball.
Lots of movement last night. It's quite difficult to get a handle on him. It's consistently in that good area. Picked up 4 wickets, could have been more. An appeal and given immediately. Umpire Ian Gould, but he will review it immediately.
Can I see the front foot, please, first? Yes. Yeah. Please go to the ultra when you're ready. Yes, miss the bat. Please go to the ball tracking when you're ready. Ian, we are waiting for the ball tracking. Ian, impact in line and hitting the wicket. Wait for the call. Stay with your decision out. You on screen. Go ahead.
Umpire Gould has got it right. The wicket that the West Indies were looking for, and it comes early. Mendis struck in front by Jason Holder. Pitched this one more on the stumps, forced Mendis to play. And 5 wickets for Jason Holder. Joins a very distinguished company. As Mendis goes for 25, it's 81 for 6.
An early wicket for the Windies. Kusal Perera, the new man in for Sri Lanka. Shannon Gabriel partners Jason Holder, his captain, who's excelled in all departments. His 5th wicket in this innings, his second 5-wicket haul in Test cricket. Previous best 5 for 30. What an effort from the captain, leading from the front. The fans here in Barbados, they love it. Very close. Shannon Gabriel causing problems yet again with that delivery that comes into the right-hander.
Jason Holder causing all kind of problems for the batsman, but we mustn't forget the support he has to have from the other end, and this man has supplied that throughout this Test match. Shannon Gabriel, he's bowled with good pace, he's held a disciplined line and length. For a man of his pace, he hasn't overused the short ball. He's had a tremendous series and just looks to be improving.
Solid in defense. Well, Kusal Perera yesterday suffered a nasty injury while attempting a catch. Was Shannon Gabriel. Dispatched the ball over the boundary line, but in attempting the catch, fell on the advertising board and injured himself.
Well, fortunately, it was just a bit of bruising and he's fit to bat. But if you're a Windies supporter, the fall of the wicket of
Kusal Mendis will please you, not because he's the leading run scorer for the Sri Lankans in this series, because his average batting in the 4th innings of a test match is higher than in any of the other innings. Averages 59 with the bat in the 4th innings of a test match. Not able to add to his overnight score of 25. Chalan Gabriel wicketless so far in this innings.
It's bowled very well, nevertheless.
You're just making an adjustment. Roston Chase, a little too square, getting him straighter in that gully region. Playing a miss to end the over. 81 for 6. Holder dominating proceedings with the ball. Got the first wicket at the top of the innings, and then entire middle order going to him. Kusal Perera will take a strike for the first time in this innings. Spoke about his injury. Usually very attacking. Is a man positioned on the point boundary for him. The only recognized batsman, you would say, for the Sri Lankans. He's on a pair as well. Didn't get off the mark in the first innings. Kusal Perera. Testing times. Windies' confidence will be high. That early wicket today would increase the optimism of going on to win this test match.
Nice bounce from that length.
Pulled away before this delivery. An adjustment was made. Fielder going to square leg to easy runs in the end. Kimo Paul, substitute fielder on field for Shane Dorich.
Jason Holder just a little bit too short on that occasion.
Leg by single. Not a bad option as well for Jason Holder. Ball against Dilruwan Perera. Three slips and a gully. More attacking feel. This was the delivery before Kusal Mendis was dismissed. Similar length as well. And the bounce a little bit lower. Jeffrey Dujo spoke about the inconsistency in bounce on this pitch. Well, success for the Windies and Jason Holder. '84 for 6.
Stuart Law will be quite happy with what he's seeing so far.
Stuart Law, coach of the Windies team, was busy before the start of today, guiding a lot of deliveries for his slip fielders. How important their catching will be in this situation. Put down a couple catches yesterday, the Windies. Over the top. Aggressive intent from Kusal Perera.
Just throwing his hands through the line of that. And obviously feeling the effects of that collision he had last night with the advertising hoarding. But right up in the slot, safe shot.
The adjustment made by Shannon Gabriel, just pulling the length back a bit. Jason Holder made the adjustment to the field when Kusal Perera struck it over the man position at mid-off. He was set a little bit deeper this time. Gabriel getting it right.
Pronounced movement off the seam.
Little delay. The umpire just ensuring that background area is clear of any distractions. 4 deliveries left in this over. Already 4 runs from it. This is going to be a real test for Gabriel and the Windies. They would know that Kusal Perera is one of the more established batsmen in this Sri Lankan side. Although he hasn't had many runs under his belt in this test series, still has the capability of scoring runs in quick time as well. Sri Lanka need a further 56 runs to win. And every single run will add to the pressure of the fielders and the fielding captain, Jason Holder. His individual performance in this test match, beyond par. This is his record. The Windies record at Bridgetown, very successful, 24 wins in 53 matches. In the recent times, Jason Holder contributing a lot with the ball for the Windies. Never lost a test match to any of the Asian sides. last 2 test matches. Very successful for the Windies as well.
Not quite sure what kind of shot he was thinking of playing here. This delivery really didn't come off the pitch with any pace.
Comfortably played. 89 for 6 now.
It's not quite finding his range. Jason Holder to the left-hander. Wants to be pitching that ball just outside off stump and getting it to bounce or come back at the batsman. Needs, I think, to just get a shade fuller.
Easy single taken. You spoke about how important it is for both teams to remain patient. The Windies with the ball, to consistently put the ball in the right areas, wait for the opportunities. Sri Lanka, on the other hand, need to be very patient.
I think Sri Lanka is in a better position if you think about it. They've got 93 point something overs to get just 54 runs. And if you look at it that way, you're supposed to be to realize that you can take your time, be patient. That's beautifully played.
Very classical. Dilruwan Perera, also very capable with the bat. Not as established as his partner, but no over-pitch delivery. Struck it on the up as well. A risky shot in the situation, but the execution was good. So to the placement.
Wasn't a bad delivery. Any slight amount of movement could have taken that to slip. It was a good shot.
Well, big decisions for Jason Holder to make in this situation. Which bowlers would he use? On which end as well? Very critical. And for how long should he persist? Kemar Roach is an option. Miguel Cummings. Both himself and Shannon Gabriel at the moment operating. Not getting the direction right. Shannon Gabriel. Very nice, good channels. Playing and missing a little extra bounce.
So whenever he gets a ball in this area where it comes back and gets close to the batsman,
That's the 100. Buys it is. 41 required. Bending his back, Shannon Gabriel trying to make something happen. Something does happen. It swings. It swings on Shea Hope. Patience the key, Bish. Patience the key. Hanging in there.
Yeah, you know, you're preaching to the converted. To a fault. I like to see that. The other thing about Dilruwan Perera, he's only playing in his second test of this series. But he has batted stodgily up to this point. Only been dismissed on one occasion. So really with 41 runs in the series, he's averaging 41.
A lot more work.
Yep. Every time the ball has been around fourth stump, fifth stump, Perera has not looked at home. He's flirted with the bat away from the body. Apart from one drive through cover off Jason Holder. But when it's been out there, it's been difficult for him.
That one went the other way.
Trying to become the first team from Asia to win a test match here at Kensington Oval. You know, Russell, there was a time from 1948, I think, to 1993 when the Windies did not lose a test match here for 45 years.
Favorite venue for the Windies. Most number of test wins here. Of course, the first test that was played in the Caribbean was played here in Bridgetown.
30.
Restricted just a bit. Kusal Perera. Credited to him, probably a little bit of glove. But Port of Spain has since become the more favored venue, I would say. They played 62 test matches there. Most number of wins recorded here in Bridgetown. Bridgetown 24 wins out of the 53. This is the 53rd test match to be played here.
It's also a time across the first day of this test, and I think into a period of the second day's play first session where I didn't think the ball was doing as much and was ever going to do as much as this, that Jason Holder has gotten the ball to do. Somehow he's produced a lot of magic.
He swung the ball a lot more than any other bowler. I think he's using the breeze well. Oh, useful hand. Kieran Powell getting a hand to it, saves his team 3 runs. Going back to that first day, where you thought you were not alone, when we all thought that the ball was not doing much. If you think back, there were lots of showers. We were on and off. I just can't help but think the reason for that was the ball getting wet, seam getting wet. Take away that period of the game, the ball has done a lot since.
In the gap, Miguel Cummins is coming around. I wonder if that's just a loosening of the hamstrings for himself, and I suppose looking at Kemar Roach to come into the attack. More Roach, I suppose.
And now Sri Lankans need 37 runs to record that.
Very pleasant. for 1. 108 for 6. I think Shannon Gabriel, I think he wanted 1 more, you know. And he's in pain again.
Holder's got in a short leg. They're right around him, right in his ear.
Well, the Windies need Miguel Cummins to make an impression. He has failed to do so. Guided nicely. Chase is on. And they get 2. Yeah, Miguel Cummins picked up 3 wickets in the first innings at the Oval. Hasn't had a wicket since. His team badly need him to make an impression.
Nicely done. Whew. Perera survives. 111 for 6.
Couple more runs. 31 to get.
And that'll frustrate the Windies further. You can see from Kemar Roach's reaction. He found the edge, but goes in the gap. Looking to go onside Dilruwan Perera, but he picks up a couple on the offside.
By Kimo Ball. And 4 runs, valuable runs. Beware the injured batsman Kusal Perera. Has Sri Lanka flying at the moment.
26 needed. Again, deflecting it very nicely, using the pace. Also taken a blow to the hand. These are great options. Making him hit the ball might be the way to go. Right behind it. Hand comes off the bat. Sri Lanka getting closer. 118 for 6.
That's gone fine as well. I think they're leg buys. Sri Lanka wouldn't mind this. Every run that gets added just creates so much of pressure now to the fielding side. Psychologically, they will now keep an eye anyway on the runs needed too. Well, they would have been looking for wickets as they came in, but now as they inch closer, they got to walk that tight line.
Nice partnership between these two. Sri Lanka will be happy how they've gone about the business of scoring runs in this first session of the 4th day. 41 from 68. One would have expected that Jason Holder would have had targets in his mind as to when he will try the different options, bowling options available to him.
I agree, because now he needs to look at doing something different with the target now down to 20. He's becoming a bit predictable now with his captaincy. But what's happening here now is it's risk-free cricket. He's walking a tight line here, the captain. Now he's obviously looking to try and cut off runs. That's just slipping down the leg side. Oh, that's gone. That's gone to the boundary. Now, the Windies would want such things to stick in a situation like this. Sri Lanka inching closer. Now just 15.
Smiles on the faces of the Sri Lankans. They're getting closer and closer to what will be a rare victory at Kensington Oval. Also for an Asian side. Outside edge, flying. Just avoids Jason Holder in that third slip region. Just nearly getting that important wicket and breaking this partnership. Getting back to my point, we would have needed 5 wickets. Only had about 63 runs to play with, Jason Holder. And I think at the top of his mind should have been which bowlers in my team can create opportunities for wickets. And then when you decide on that, it's important for you to work out what fields are required. Make use of the opportunities.
Gone again. That's another boundary. That's leg byes, but they wouldn't mind it. Yeah, they played out 32 balls. The pair, they were just trying hard to ensure that they'll hang in there. And then there was no news about Kusal Perera's availability either. Runs, short and wide. Can't really see Bishu doing too much here on this surface. So, 2 more.
That whole over has been on the shorter side. Kusal Perera has played them off the back foot. More runs, 2 of them. 1 hit away now. They were actually 6 runs was 1 hit away, but now it's down to 1-4. Dilruwan Perera was actually brought into the team to strengthen the batting. Looking at the surface, didn't think there was going to be too much help for the spinners. Then Hakila Jananjay was left out. And to have that extra batsman in, and how useful has it been, that decision?
Goes over the top. That's the victory for Sri Lanka. The first ever by an Asian team at the Bridgetown in Barbados. And some outstanding batting by the Sri Lankan second half. Kusal Perera carrying an injury. And look at the dressing room. Well, they know it's a special feeling. It's a special victory.
It certainly is. Depleted in every way. Injuries, suspensions, players going home. But these young boys, they've shown a lot of heart. They've fought back. They've not let off-field happenings worry them. It's not been an easy game. It's not been an easy pitch. It's the first game they're playing here in Bridgetown. They come off with a win. Well, smiles on the faces of the few Sri Lankan supporters here, but smiles for sure. Back in Colombo and around the world. They've hung in there. They've hung in there. Grinding their way through. Kusal Perera. Didn't think he'll show up today, but he has. Along with Dilruwan Perera, taking the Sri Lankans home to a 4-wicket win, which will be a memorable one. So this is their second day-night game. They maintain a 100% record.
Yeah, indeed, it's a very sweet moment indeed. As you said, lots of things to forget. And starting off somewhat as the underdogs with losing so many players and had to work with the available resources, but they can surely smile.
Sri Lanka's only second win in the Windies. They won by 121 runs at Providence in 2008. That's the last time they were in the Windies to play a test match. And Suranga Lakmal captaining the team today. Hasn't he led from the front? Only the 6th Sri Lankan captain to register a win on debut as captain.
Well, this is also Sri Lanka's biggest fourth innings chase outside Asia. Biggest successful chase, I should say. And who knows, Russell, Suranga Lakmal might have a 100% record as captain.
Sparrow thought for the Windies. 50-run lead, looked right on top. Jason Holder, 74, 4 wickets in the first innings, 5 in the second. Just couldn't find that extra wicket they needed to take the series 2-0. Dilruwan Perera finishes it off in style. Just drops kicks. Jason Holder to take Sri Lanka home.
Well, this is also the second time that the Sri Lankans have won a test match outside Asia after conceding a 100-run, or a first innings lead, I should say, not a 100-run lead. It was first at Headingley, and the Sri Lankans came back, and here one felt that the 50 runs were quite critical, and to come back and win and to get to 144 for 6 should be considered as one of their finest performances outside Asia. Yep, happy moments, but not so happy for the Windies captain, who did almost everything right.
A very good run chase by Sri Lanka's lower middle order, with Kusal Perera coming back from his sick bed to finish on 28 not out, alongside Dilruwan Perera on 23, 144 for 6. The Windies needed to make impressions on this fourth day and couldn't really get much done apart from Jason Holder completing a 5-wicket haul, 5 for 41. So a keenly contested match, finishing with Sri Lanka winning by those 4 wickets and levelling the series at 1 apiece. The Man of the Match award went to the Windies captain Jason Holder, a half-century and a 5-wicket haul across the game. An outstanding performance indeed. Shane Dowrich, the wicketkeeper batsman from the Windies, was the man of the series, consistently garnering tough runs across this 3-match contest. Well, it's all square, and both teams, I suppose, will be pleased with many aspects of the way they performed in this series. We hope that you've enjoyed all the action. From Kensington Oval, bye for now.